Micah Beckwith.
A stunning vote on the convention floor. Mike Braun's chosen running mate defeated by Micah Beckwith, who won the vote of Republican delegates. We'll have reaction, plus more of our interviews with the Democratic candidates for Attorney General, Destiny Wells and Beth White. It's all coming your way right now on this week's edition of In Focus. This weekend, Republican delegates made it official in a stunning vote, selecting Micah Beckwith to be Mike Braun's running mate at this year's GOP state convention. Our State House reporter Hannah Adamson was there.
After an unusual lieutenant governor race, Central Indiana pastor Micah Beckwith clinched the nomination today by a margin of roughly 80 votes.
It's the voice of the people. I think Mike Braun, just like anybody, has to earn the trust of the people. I have to earn the trust of the people. We all have to earn the trust of the people. I'm not advocating that, the delegates should just rebel all the time, but the process has always been set up for the delegates to choose. So one of the things I wanted to do in this last year's run is to force the conversation of who does the lieutenant governor office really belong to? Does it belong to the governor or does it belong to the people? And I believe the way it's set up, it belongs to the people. And I trust the people. I trust the delegates to make a good choice. And so I will always defend the people having their voice. And so I think that's what's exciting about today is the people had that voice again.
Clearly, there was some upset still lingering with what motivated that margin of victory. Micah worked his tail off. We did as well. But there's no doubt about this. I'm in charge. And Micah is going to be someone that works with me. And if he doesn't, I think that means that it will probably not be as fruitful in terms of what we can get done.
This comes as the presumptive Democratic nominee, Jennifer McCormick, has yet to make a decision about her running mate with less than a month to go before the state's Democratic convention. Reporting in Indianapolis, I'm Hannah Adamson.
Hannah, thanks. Some pretty interesting responses there. Now, in a statement, Indiana Democratic Chair Mike Schmoll said Beckwith's win shows how out of the mainstream extremism has hijacked the current GOP, from banning books to restricting health care freedom. They say Beckwith has spent his career doing the work of the most far-right conservative groups in the country. They also said the day after the January 6th attack, Beckwith claimed the day's events were divinely inspired. Beckwith, they say, will bring the worst of the culture wars to the office, which is usually tasked with increasing tourism and agriculture. They say he's dangerous for business, for women, for families, and for Indiana's future. The statement goes on to say, despite the unbelievable endorsement from former President Trump, Mike Braun was unable to make his hand-selected choice for LG the nominee as his campaign struggles to come out of the gate. They say Jennifer McCormick is building momentum across Indiana to represent Hoosier voices. Statement there from Chairman Mike Schmoll.